My name is Aaron Silverman. I'm the owner and founder of Tails Trotters. Tails Trotters is a specialty pork company focused on producing lots of pork products from pigs that are fattened on hazelnuts. Ultimately, we're looking to produce a Northwest style prosciutto, and so that's going to be, so the whole program is based on producing a pig that is suitable for prosciutto production. Originally, I'd say I grew up in a food family, so my folks were both entrepreneurs, but they still cooked, scratch cooked all, just about every meal. And so food was always a core value in our household. And at some point in my teens, late teens, early 20s, decided that that was going to be the positive way of making positive change in the world was through food. So many restaurants are sensitive to the marketing perception of being source sensitive, that they're going to put Foster Farms chicken, Carlton Farms pork, and these are commodity brands. But they're putting them on the menu, which I suppose is great, but between the marketing of those corporations and the sustaining of that, holding up by the individual businesses who themselves are just trying to be source sensitive, it creates a very big illusion of the how close you are to the food. Some of the companies are just regional, large-scale corporate processors. Carlton Farms doesn't raise a single pig, not one. They process 150 pigs a day that they purchase from Montana and Idaho and Canada and Iowa, and they buy 5 to 10% of their pigs in state. But if you talk to a person on the street, you are almost assured that they think that that pig, that the product came from a pig that was raised by Carlton Farms in Oregon. So it's great that that's out there, and as a whole, that's definitely a positive, but it's also a very thin veneer, personally speaking. So it's good, it's bad. I think in general, the more people are aware that food doesn't come from the supermarket originally, that there is a person behind it, that somebody actually worked to make the food, that would be, that's going to help all the small, help the whole economy. Any entrepreneur has to have some comfort level with the unknown, because you don't know where it's going to go, right? No matter how good of a planner you are, and you've been working for somebody else for years, when you get in and you do it yourself, there are no guarantees in there. So right off the bat, that's going to cut out a very high percentage of people who have an idea. The fear of failing, I've never had a fear of failing, and it's always been relatively easy for me. If an idea sticks and I get caught on an idea, it's easy for me to just go and pull all the pieces together and work however hard I need to and just bully my way through to make it work. If something doesn't work out, it's very easy for people to focus on what didn't happen, didn't work. Generally, I'll take a look at it and go, okay, well, where is it going to go? Because it's already done. And that's the farming mentality. Farming is so hard because you put all this work in and you have absolutely no guarantees on how it's going to come out. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where it's going to go. 2 days before harvest, the elk can all come through and it's all gone. You have to have satisfaction in the other aspects than the end result that's in there. I'm not very good at giving up. I don't have part of it's that same drive that's going to make somebody suitable for farming is in that. I don't give up very well. Our joke has always been that if my wife and I had the capacity to give up, it would have happened many chapters before this one. And so this one wouldn't even happen because, the path would have been different. There's a funny dichotomy going on within the general food world, both in production in the field and production behind the counter, let alone in the kitchen. Food Network's great. Turns people on, exposes people to food, and it makes it look like it's all easy as shit and easy as pie, and it's not the case. Generally, when people come to me and are either asking about farming or asking about getting into butchery, the first response, somewhat, lightheartedly, is you better like to work more than you like anything else, because it's not great wages. It's lots of work. It's where you're going to get your. Every person has a different place that they're going to get, kind of what. That little nugget that keeps them motivated. And if it's a paycheck and it's lots of public kudos, then generally we tell people it's a terrible industry to get into. I will say that our 15-year-old daughter, we were hoping that we were training her to find something that is still satisfying for her soul, but maybe works a lot less for a little more money than what her parents do. For that, because she is involved in the business a little bit, and she's a kid that has two working parents, and we're overachievers, and we're kind of showing her without illusions exactly what it kind of takes. And maybe at some point that's something that she wants to get into, maybe it's not. I'm almost 50. I kind of I have some. There are days that I wish that maybe I got into something a little easier, but I had a drive that I needed to make something. I needed to produce something, not at the end of the day having, a pile of papers and solving whatever those problems were on paper. It isn't very satisfying. My current, I guess the one, couple, I suppose, so I have a 15-year-old daughter that we are trying to still kind of keep with her for the next couple years before she's all off and gone. We have, my wife and I have been able to rekindle a nice obsession with the Grateful Dead. So we're with their new kind of group, Dead and Company, and we just spent a couple weeks for her 50th birthday. And fly fishing. So now I go fly fishing when I can. I tend to go up on the Clackamas, way up the Clackamas, where the fish are little and there's no cell service. We are on Northeast 24th between Gleason and Sandy in Portland. We are also at the Portland State University Farmers Market in the southeast corner of the market every Saturday from early April through Christmas.
Yeah, the cross section is so gorgeous.